Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and you're joining me today for the fourth in my Island Hub series of Transport Fever 2. Now, I was planning to start the episode like I often do, just following a train running along a track or a bus or a coach or something. But as I was following this, as I was preparing the recording, I noticed a very odd looking tree, and I thought I can't let that go by without commenting that that is a very odd looking tree. I'm not quite sure why trees would look like that. I mean, I don't live on a tropical island. Or is that coconuts? Could be. Or strange fruit. Yeah, let's not go there. Anyway, hi, welcome. We are a few months on from where we left off after the last episode. Shall I follow that train anyway? Yeah, let's do that. And everything is going rather well, actually. We're making money. All our lines, most of our lines are making money, with the exception of the in-town local bus service in Turpan, but that's kind of to be expected in a relatively small town. Things have changed a little bit. This train we're actually looking at now is new. You may have noted at the end of the last episode the line going from Ajaxpost, which is what I didn't mention that, did I? This train is coming from Baghdad. The line between Ajaxpost and Baghdad is quite busy, and there's a lot of demand for that service. 70 people there, and a train has already left. Oh, there's that train there. There it is, yeah. Well, you do get the icons sometimes. Depends on your zoom level, I suppose. Yeah, so we want to follow this train, don't we? So I added another train. I extended the capacity of the trains, then added a second one on anyway. And then I also added some extra trucks to the delivery of fuel to Baghdad because... No, I added more buses into Baghdad because obviously lots more people want to travel from Baghdad to Ajaxpost. So I put more buses in there. But I did add more trucks, more lorries to the stone and brick, the Conmat industrial chain in Fukushima. And what I also did, and that's correcting something I'd overlooked in the previous couple of episodes, the local bus service in Ajaxpost here and also in Turpan, the one that's losing money, they were actually still running horse and cart. So I've upgraded those to some, there they are, lovely new diesel vehicles. There you go. But they look really cool. And they're actually called Bristol. Pause. Oh, the sunlight. Bristol something. If I go into camera mode, can I get closer? Wow, I hadn't noticed that before. Bristol in Russian. If you can read Russian, I'm assuming that is Russian or one of the, it looks Cyrillic scripts, I think. If you can confirm what that word actually is, it'd be very much appreciated. But yeah, so sort of following on from my Bristol series, my very long-running first Transport Fever 2 series was based in the Bristol area, as you may know if you were following that as well. Anyway, what are we going to do today? We can't just sit here admiring the landscape and saying how profitable I'm being. I was looking at this and I played on and sort of tested out a couple of options. One of the options was to continue this line from Turpan to Yerevan here, which would be one of our few multi-stop routes going into Ajaxpost. But that is quite a long stretch there, and Yerevan, again, is quite a small town. 84. Turpan has grown to 106, but I'm not sure if the quantity of passengers there would sustain that route. I think it would become profitable, but it's a matter of how long. And talking of Turpan and profits, the last thing I did more or less on the Turpan line here was to add a second of those slower trains with about 18 capacity. Bad move. That was a mistake. That simply did not make money. So in the intervening months since the end of that last recording, I've replaced those two smaller, slower trains with a slightly faster 37 as opposed to 31 miles an hour, a slightly larger capacity train, 22 passengers, which does make money. So it's just one train on that route now. And there just isn't the demand to sustain two trains, or big trains for that matter. Another option I was looking at was taking out of Ajaxpost and adding in something to go into this side of the station again. And I was looking at Jakarta here, It's not a huge city. It's a little bit bigger than Yerevan or Turpan were. It's a nice route, so delivering people would be quite profitable. But then I noticed, at a closer look at the map, I could do something which could turn into actually be very efficient. And I noticed Fukushima over here, which is being developed, which is growing because of this delivery of Conmat into the town. If I had a passenger route coming from Fukushima, which is a nice sized town, in fact, is it our second largest city? Where's my cities? That's my cities, isn't it? In size. It is. Gosh, Baghdad is 419 already. Wow. Although there is very poor pollution, very poor air quality. Oops, never mind. Yeah, so Fukushima is our second largest city on the map. What I could do is if I put a passenger line into there, I could actually use some of the existing line between Baghdad and Ajaxpost. So that would be a little less costly for me. And then I thought, looking at the map, looking at Ajaxpost, do you see what I see? Yeah, Ajaxpost wants Conmat as well as Fukushima. So I could also set up a freight route, cargo, coming from here, Conmat in particular, coming from this Fukushima chain here into Ajaxpost. So I could set up the first stage of what will be a cargo hub. So that's what we're going to do today. I am going to take out a substantial loan. I'm going to add in a passenger train here to Fukushima, and that will run along this line. So I think we'll need to make this entire line, most of this line, if not the entirety of it, double tracked, which will be one of the, well, actually no, the Turpan line was double tracked as well, wasn't it? But that's only short, so that doesn't count. So yeah, so we're going to do that, and we may also get on to adding a freight route, a proper train freight route into Ajaxpost. So I'm going to cut myself off now in a moment, and we'll go into the speed building section where we do that building of the train route and the train stations. And I will add a little bit of hopefully pleasant enough sound tracking to it, and I will join you once that building work has been completed. So I'll be back with you in just a few moments. there we have it. Our latest hub line out of Fukushima is off to pick up some passengers. I'll just reduce my loan for the moment just to save a little bit, a few pennies on the interest payments. As you will have noticed at the start of that little section, I did change the platform configuration here. I added a new platform here so that the Manila line comes in separate to a separate platform to these two long distance routes, the Baghdad and the Fukushima, so they all get confused there. And I'm hoping that the Baghdad line, well, actually I think if I just check the length of that, this is the longest train we've got at the moment. Go to Baghdad. How long are you? You are 72 meters, which is less than 2 of these platform lengths. So I think each of these lengths is 40, I think. Yeah, so that's 80. So even if I add an extra couple of carriages to the Fukushima train, then it should still fit on that half platform that we have over there, that split platform, as you may recall from the previous episode. Now, don't do that. Let's get the game running. So he's off doing that. I've also, as you saw, double tracked a lot of this. Actually, I ought to put some passing places on here, which I'll do that in a moment. But before I do, I did also put the bus route in here to pick up the passengers within Fukushima, and also make sure that someone gets delivered to the station, which already has a fair town coverage, but obviously there's bits of the town I would like to have give them access to. Oh, a new year. Give out them access to the train station. Okay, nothing too exciting there, I don't think. Okay, yeah, let's put some... where's the station there? Let's put some passing places on here while I'm at this. So we will... do I want that road there? That road is actually going to be redundant soon. But I will put the... yeah, I'll put the passing place out here. So it'll be a single track into the station. And I'll just add this little bit here. For when... no, a bit faster than that. That'll do. So that when we add more than one train to this line, they can actually get past each other. Add along here. That'll do nicely. To there. And to there. That's a bit slower than it could be, but I'll put a little bit in here as well. I'm not sure, to be honest, how much I'm saving by putting in passing places rather than proper double tracking, but it seems reasonable to me. Okay, let's get our signal sorted out. One there, and one at this end. There you go. And here. One there, and there, and on the final approach to the station. One coming out there, and one going in there. That should do, I think. Okay, now, you may recall, if you've been following the development of this series, you may recall that when I was trailing and teasing this series before I actually started publishing these videos, I offered the opportunity for anyone who saw those posts on Twitter or my community tab or whatever, that I would name any of my vehicles or industries or stations, well, to something that you felt was appropriate. And 2 people have so far responded. I may get both of those dealt with today in today's episode, one of whom was Steve M4, another Transport Fever 2 enthusiast, and he suggested, and this is such an awe-inspiring name, and I think for my fastest and longest train so far, this is an entirely appropriate name. So thank you, Steve M4, for the Chuffer Puffer Express. And again, if any of you watching this feel like having something named in this series, then please do let me know on the Twitter or on the comments to this or whatever. Now, we're going to wrap this episode up with another build of another station, and it's going to be quite an important one. We can see here that this truck-based route isn't quite catching all the production from this stone quarry. is pretty much keeping up. Well, yeah, pretty much keeping up. If I put a few more trucks on there with the actual demand in Fukushima. But I think we could make more money from this by getting bricks brought down to Ajaxpost. And what I thought I would do, because there are, looking at this map, and I won't give the game away yet as to what I plan to do, well, not exactly, not explicitly, rather than having them delivered straight into Ajaxpost, is I would create the first of what will probably be 2 or 3 freight hubs across this map. So we're going to put a freight hub in here, which will take the conmat from the brickworks here, deliver them here, and I can then have them delivered by lorry or by truck or horse and cart, if you will, into Ajaxpost. So this is going to actually be quite a busy stretch of line. It's going to have 2 passenger services. We've only got 5 on board. Okay. And a cargo service. How many people are waiting here? 34. That's excellent. I think I might want to, yes, let's add another carriage to that. Which one are you? Are you that one? The Chuffer Puffer? Yeah, we can actually make you, I can afford this, a little bit bigger. Again, I'm not putting in huge consists to start with, just to save that little bit of money while they build up their reputation and their service reliability. So I start making money from them. Then I'll increase the capacity to hopefully meet that demand. Okay, so what I'm going to do, we're going to go back into the speed build, and I'm going to change this truck-oriented route to be a train-operated route. I think we'll still use trucks to get the conmat into Fukushima, but the stone quarry and the outward shipment of conmat will be done by train. So once again, back into the speed laps, and I will join you at the end of that, just to sort of have a quick look at what we've got, and we'll summarise from there. So I'll see you once again in a few moments' time. So they're setting off. That's our 2 new freight trains, who will share a fair chunk of this passenger route. I could probably build better intersections. I could possibly separate them better here, to be honest, so they don't share quite so much of the line, but I think we can get away with it for the time being. We shall see. One thing I do need to do actually is change this truck route here. So you're going not from quarry to brickworks to town. We're going to take you away. So you only do the journey into town, which is that bit there. Okay, so I can set you to fully load with Conmat. Have you give you a short waiting time. That's fine. That should be okay. And I don't think I need quite so many vehicles in this case. Okay. We'll let you go, but we'll sell you. And you, yeah, we'll sell you. What about you? Yeah, I'll sell you as well. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that line as we run through. Well, the one final thing to say here, I could actually make that line a bit busier for the road. I'll tidy that road up for my vehicles. Yeah, those will get on the case fairly soon, I think. Anyway, the final thing I wanted to do was the other naming project we have. Heard from the Epic MMX, who you may have noticed commenting on my Computer Tycoon videos, and they suggested that we could name something after them, and sort of left it up to me. So I could have thought of something exciting or silly. I've thought of something rather cool. That's what I thought anyway. Oh, I need one. I forgot, didn't I? We need to actually get those bricks from here, otherwise they won't turn up on the train. Oh, bother. Right, so we're going to set you. I'll do this one properly off camera, but you sort of know what I'm going to do. I'm going to slip this in here. That'll be fine. And streets. Oh, that was reckless of me forgetting this. You can come in there. Yeah, connect up to there, and I want a cargo stop where the bricks are. It could be along here. Yep, that's fine. So let's set that line up before we get carried away. So we're going from the from up there to there. Granville Road. Doesn't sound particularly Asian, but you know what the heck. I think I'll probably set up a waypoint here as well, so the trucks don't get stuck behind that bus if it's waiting to pick up passengers. So we'll just name that Ajaxpost Combat Delivery. That's fine. Now, what I was thinking here is this is going to be a freight hub, so it's going to handle a lot of different freight, and as you can see, it's operating different types of transport as well at the moment, trains and trucks. So I thought I would name this station, rather than Ajaxpost South, which is just silly, we'll call it the Ajaxpost Epic Multimodal Exchange for freight. So Epic MMX for short. So there you are. Again, thank you so much for the suggestion of naming something in the game. Hope you approve. And we'll get some trucks on here just to make sure this thing works. Cargo. Yeah, you. We'll buy 2 of you. 2. There you go. And we'll put you on that. That should allow that train to pick up combat. Is there a train on the way there yet? Which one are you? You're the stone bulk. Oh, I could do with more signals along here, couldn't I? Right, I will do that. Anyway, yes, slightly incomplete end to the episode, but there you go. We've got a fair amount sorted out. We've got an exciting new passenger route running now between Ajaxpost and Fukushima. Already 20 people waiting there. Where's the train? We'll follow you. Oh, you're coming into Ajaxpost. That's lovely. So we might follow you on your way out. So I will say thank you so much for joining me today for this episode of Transport Fever 2. If you've enjoyed this, it would be great to hear from you. A little bit of a like would be lovely. Just click on the old thumbs up button. Even better though if you've got... Oh dear, we're stuck. Right, I'm going to have to sort that out. So Yeah, if you've got anything to say about the game, the way I'm playing it, anything at all, if you've got anything named in the game for you, then please do just drop a note into the comments below. That would be lovely. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now, and that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play videos. But for now, from me, Ajaxpost, here in Transport Fever 2, until the next time, bye bye for now, and I'll sort out this this train mess.